Hello guys, welcome to my channel Biscuit Trend. In this video, I will introduce you top 3 websites for fundamental analysis of the stocks. I will try to explain you what are the ratios we need to consider for fundamental analysis and how to check the sales, profit and quarterly, yearly financial reports of the particular company. Here are the top 3 website picks of mine to understand the fundamentals of the company. The first one is screener.in, second one trendline.com, third one tizorifinance.com. Guys, these are the best websites to look into the fundamentals of any company listed in NSE or BSE. Now let's go to the websites to check the fundamentals of the company one by one. Now let's go to first website, that is screener.in. So now I'll check for State Bank of India. You can type any company here in the search box. So once you open, you can see here the description of the company, what that company will do, and here you can see a charts analysis and peers. So many tabs you can see here. And then the interesting part is here we can see the thing is like what is the market cap of that particular company, what is the current price, you can see it here, and then 52-week low and high, you have dividend yield, PE, and then book value, ROE, ROC, and everything, earnings per share. And few more factors to consider is like debt interest coverage ratio, and important part also promoter holding, and then change in promoter holding for last three years, and pledged percentage. And you can see here sales growth for 5 years, and return over 3 years, profit growth, and debt to profit, debt to equity. So these are the ratios we need to consider for fundamental analysis of the particular company. I have made a one video, you can see that video to get the more understanding. And if you go to each tab here, you can go to analysis. These are the pros and cons you can go. This is the bank, right? So we'll have a lot of things like liabilities, and what is the debt ratio, lower interest, these so many things will be there here. So, and here we can see peer comparison. So State Bank with in the same sector, what are the competitors for this particular company? You can see Punjab National Bank, Bank of Baroda. These are the public sector banks. If you are searching for HDFC, so that will go for private sector banks. So competitors will be ICICI, Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra Bank, etc. And here you can see quarterly results. So you can see from 2017 June to March 2020. See here the interest expiry and profit and everything, margins, everything you can see it here, and how it is performing over the last 10 quarters approximately. And here the interesting part is we'll see this one, profit before tax, and then earning per share. These are the fields we'll consider here. The last 10 quarters, how it is performing. You can see it here, everything. And the next one is profit and loss. So how much profit is it is getting, how much loss it is getting, everything you can see. Net profit, everything you can see it here. And balance sheet, this is important part, you can see it here, what are the borrowings and reserves, how much reserves are there, it is very important factor, right? So these are the things we can find out here. All the fields, other liabilities, you can see non-controlling, and then other labeled items, you can see it here. And then cash flow, what is the cash flow for this particular company, and then ratios you can see. So one more interesting tab is investors and then documents. So if you go to that investor tab, you can see few promoter holdings, let us say promoters which are holding this company, and then foreign institutional investors and domestic institutional investors, and then government, and then public. If you open this one, you can see what are the foreign institutional investors they are investing in this particular company. You can open this domestic institutional investors, and you can see life insurance corporation is holding around 10%, and then it's continuously investing, I mean holding around 9 to 10%, and then HDFC trustee, you can see all these Bharat 22 ETF recently the release, right, this one. So you can see all these percentage if you open this one. And then you can see public is how much is holding, you can see it is 9 and then reduce like that from 2017 to 2020. This is the one of the interesting tab to consider in the fundamental analysis. And then last one is documents. And then in these documents you can see the financial reports for each year. See, you can see from last 10 years financial reports. If you are really interested to invest in any company for at least 10 to 20 years, then I will recommend you to read at least 4 to 5 years of the financial reports of that particular company. If you open this thing, you can see the everything, what are the mission, what are the goals, what are the vision for that company for the next 5 years, 10 years, and what it is doing and what it's going to do in the future. Everything you can see in the financial report, guys. Just open it and read the financial report before investing in any company. Now let's go to second site, that is trendline.com. Guys, this is the second best site for fundamental analysis. You can find lot of information in this site. You can see here tab here is the fundamentals, news, reports, technicals, alerts, I mean shareholding, corporate actions. Corporate action in the sense what is the dividend they are paying and the bonus or splits and everything, you can see it here. And then you can see SWOT analysis also here. That analysis are very nice, and they are displaying very nice details in the SWOT analysis in the trendline.com. And here you can see, and see here I'm searching for the feeds. You can see it here nicely. It is telling that how much it is falling, how much it is going from 50-week high to low, and you can search different companies and you can see all this. So you can see the durability score, valuation score, momentum score. The scores is given by the trendline.com, guys. Yeah, so these are already we have seen earlier. Here also you can see the reports and everything. Here the interesting part is you can see this in graphs actually. Nicely it is given in a graphs. Net profit quarterly in crores. You can see changes and year on year change. How it is changing the quarterly results, and also you can see in the revenue, also in the quarterly analysis. This is one of the interesting factor here. So if you want earnings report in the PDF, you can download it here. See, same thing like annual results and balance sheets, financial ratios, everything you can look it here. So interesting part, I'll open this SWOT analysis, guys. So if we go for SWOT analysis of the Avente feeds, you can see the strengths here. So these are the very important factors we need to consider, and what is the weakness the particular company, what is the opportunity in the future, what is the threats, and then others. See, this is the one of the most important for fundamental analysis to consider. Okay, if you go to corporate actions, you can see dividend, bonus, split, board meetings, everything you can see it here. Yeah, you can go to technicals also here. You can see technical analysis also little for to understand the company little more. So many factors are there here, and here one important factor we need to consider for uh, a fundamental analysis is like how much delivery they are taking, traded and delivery volume analysis. Actually, you can see daily, weekly, and monthly 6 months. Let us say a weekly, if you take 13 points delivery is there out of this much. Let us say they are traded around 100 shares, 13 shares are going to delivery. That kind of ratios you can find it here. First last 6 months, 26 percentage of delivery it is going, remaining is trading. Okay, this one also we can consider for fundamental analysis. Guys, one more interesting tab to consider is a shareholding tab also. So here you can see shareholding. Let me open this tab and come down. Yeah. So here we can see the yeah. So here we can see latest shareholding pattern and details of Avanti Feeds. See here you can see promoters is 43%, mutual funds 1.8, foreign institutional investors, and then public is having 33%, guys. That means retail investors. You can see other institutional investors. These are the patterns you can see, and then historical promoter holding in Avanti Feeds. So promoter holding you can see didn't change from last around 10 quarters, hardly 0.01%. And then financial institutional investors and domestic institutional investors, you can see what are the percentage they are holding from last 10 quarters, and what are the changes they're making for the. And third website is tijorifinancial.com. Here this is the best site for graphical representation of the footprint of the particular company in the world, in terms of profit, in terms of sales. These are the things the sites are showing very nicely in the graphical representation, so that you will get the more understanding. So we'll go through this one first. I have taken here Motherson Sumi, and here you can see the breakup, guys. See revenue mix, you can see what are the from where they are getting the revenue and all different segments working on. And then location wise breakup. In India they have 12%, Germany 23%, USA 15%, and these are the exports or their footprint which is in worldwide. So this percentage will let you know the best fundamentals of that particular company. And then the product breakup, and what are the products it is producing and operating, a profit breakup. This so where they are making the most profit, so that breakup also you can see it here. And if you go to here source, right, it will take you to the particular financial report. You can read that, and then go to connections. So you can see here investors, actually who are the competitors, you can see in the above, and then is investors. Samavardhana, Motherson Sumi International Limited, and the remaining people who are investing, how much they are holding. You can see it here, all the things. And then customers, and then you can see here suppliers, raw materials, who is supplying raw materials. And then you can see customers. You can see Motherson Sumi is so many of customers are there for this. You can see Honda, Kia Motors, and then Delmar means that Benz. And then remaining thing, interesting thing is the Tesla also, guys. It is giving parts to Tesla also. So these are the one of the interesting site I found it to do the analysis, fundamental analysis. And if you go to shareholding, yeah, here also you can see shareholding breakup. Here you can see the shareholder breakup with respect to promoters, mutual funds, and foreign institutional investors, and remaining things. You can see it here.